Yeah, I got some parts in today for this 350 Legend. Take a minute and look it over here. You see I went with the Trinity Force A2 stock set with the Anderson lower, Anderson stainless trigger kit. And I'm not sure if those are JP Precision Springs or who made those, but they're the light and half a stock trigger pull. So it's about, from 9, it's about 5, I'd say. And I went with the, for now, I went with the Colts AR15 bolt with the open back, no back strap, for lighter weight. Since we're using the carbine, what use this camera here? We're using the carbine gas system with the rifle buffer system. I figured that lighter bolt group will give me a smoother running gun. Now I was gonna get the 12-inch handguard. I got to looking at my other ARs. I got two 12-inch handguards now, a fat one and a skinny one. So what I got digging through my stuff. Years ago I bought this. Now this barrel's just hand tight. But black one, huh? I think that 10-inch handguard will look right. Thinking about maybe instead of a brake, just putting a thread protector on it. And I got a real good 3-9 scope to put on it. Probably better than it needs for all the fodder I'm shooting. But yeah, I got to put the forward assist in the dust cover. I don't know if that's going to show that or not. But you got to get that on there. These handguards are not so pain in the ass. You got to get a set of those holes to line up one tight with the holes in this handguard. With these 6 holes in these handguards. So what they do, and I had one laying here to show you, but I don't know what to do with it. They give you these shims to put in here. If you tighten that up to spec and you're not in line, you can't go a hair more and get that rail lined up. By rail lined up, I mean you gotta get that lined up like that, but you also gotta get your holes lined up here. See, right now that's too big. That might tighten up more. But they give you these shims to put in there, and I don't really like to use them shims. But that's only a 35-pound torque with a little bit of blue Loctite on it. So it ain't like you're torquing the hell out of it. You gotta be careful if you over torque that, and especially if you use the wrong Loctite or use too much of it. If you over torque that, when you break it loose and screw it back off, if you want to change a barrel or something, you'll rip them aluminum threads right out of that receiver. You got steel against aluminum. Aluminium, however how you say it. I always say aluminum. But you'll see you got aluminum in there against it. It's a really nice barrel. Has the detent in the bottom for your first set screw to line you up. So you're not guessing. Usually you got to put you a pencil mark right here to line you up. you know, even with your hole. Come over here with a pencil mark. But on this one, like I say, there's a detent in the bottom. You just run the set screw. But like I say, it's oh, hey, bud. Oh, I forgot to put it back together. Yeah. Like I say, I'll put a little blue Loctite right on the top of these threads here, all the way across, and then I'll tighten them up. I'll do it when that's all the way out, so you get it all the way around. Like I say, you don't want to get too much, or you'll ruin that when you get it back on. Just trying to get it back on. Sorry, bud. Yeah, that 10-inch handguard looks alright. We can hear that thunder outside, huh? That makes that 16-inch barrel look a lot longer than it really is, using that smaller handguard. And I had that sitting here for 6-8 years. I bought that for a pistol with a 10-inch barrel, and here the barrel didn't clear the end of the handguard, so I couldn't use it. But I think that looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and torque that down the specs and put that gas port tube in there and get that on there and start looking at muzzle brakes. I got the kit for the dust cover door and the forward assist handle already. Like I said, it's already got a bolt in it, so it's snug that up with a little blue Loctite and get them 6 screws in, or a gas block on, then them 6 screws. Figure out what I'm gonna do on that muzzle brake. I got a magazine, a 20-round mag on the way. I almost bought a 10, but I bought a 20. I figure in a hunting scenario, most places you're not allowed to have 20 rounds, are you?